Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. So we just finished up with the Temple of Time, and once again we've got a new item and a number of other neat things to do with it. And all we have left is the Sky Temple to go for, though to my understanding, this run requires a bit more work to actually, to get to than these other ones. Like, these other ones, they did require a little bit of preparation work, but not very much. This one, I think, takes a little bit more. I think there's actually a way for us to spend a little money while we're here, too. Maybe, I'm not sure on that one, but I think so. But I do remember a number of places with statues in them that we can definitely try to go to. And mostly just get money, probably stupid stamps, and a couple heart pieces. Like that. So 14 hearts. See, I knew once we got past that initial 3-heart barrier, it would be a lot easier. Just the whole limited health pool with the extra damage is really hard to deal with. Oh god, well done, adventure. Hoko sees what she was looking for. Goodness, yes, it's the Dominion Rod you found in the temple. But that thing has been around for quite some time, and I can see from here that its magic has been exhausted. Oh, what am I to... I thought at last I could return to the sky. And I've completely forgotten the spell that would once again bestow it with magic. It can't be helped. I suppose I'll just have to look for the statues that respond to the rod. It's decided. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do indeed. Well, Oko's on her way. See you again. Oh, I forgot about this part. Yeah, there is a good bit before we can go to the next temple. Hey, wait. What did you do to the Dominion Rod? She's gone. I suppose your useless rod is really just more baggage, but what are you going to do? Did she just say something about returning to the sky? The last piece of the mirror is also said to be in the heavens. If we can restore magic to the Dominion Rod, maybe it'll come in handy. I forgot that's the thing about this rod. It's now crap. It doesn't do anything, so we got to make it work again. And yeah, so that means I can't actually do anything with it yet. Dang it! I can't even use it like a club. I want to beat things with it. So where do we even go? I don't know. Doesn't someone know the spell? We could talk to our good old friends who've been pretty decent at helping us so far. Let's see. We got a letter from Renato? Well, let's see what it says. About Ilia's memory. There's something about Ilia's memory I wish to tell you. I know you're busy, but please come visit me in my sanctuary in Kakariko Village. That sounds like a quest right there. Let's go for that. Maybe he actually is what starts us on our sequence of events to find out where to go. I can't actually remember this part. Oh, hi. We saved you from being evil, didn't we? Who are you, little human? The young lady's acquaintance? Darbus has happened to hear that an acquaintance of one of our brothers had lost her memory and was in some trouble. Me? I came down here because I have a little something to discuss with the shaman. And you? I've been waiting for you, Mr. 250. Fortune has smiled upon us. If things go well, we should be able to help Ilia recover her memory. Do you know Telma's friend, Shad? Well, it seems he is researching the heavens, and has come here to see the state of the basement of the sanctuary. Well, that's convenient, because I need to go to the heavens. And as I have learned when Ilia was saved, She overheard someone talking about the Rod of the Heavens or something like that. The Goron Elder believes that to help regain her lost memories, we must piece together the fragments of her past. Which means, if we work our way backwards from the very place where she lost her memory, we may find something that will restore it. Now we must retrace Ilia's path. I am certain it was Telma who cared for her before she arrived in this village, was it not? It would be best to speak with her first. Please take this to Telma. Well, couldn't you have told me that when I was still over by Castletown? It shames me to say it, but to be honest, I cannot abide Telma's company. We have a fighting chance, Mr. 250. What does that mean? He cannot abide Telma's company? Anyway, I think Shad's down here. Yeah. Being all scholarly and stuff. I've got a rod that'll work on it, I just can't do anything with it. We could beat it to death, and eventually we'd probably break it down. I say, old boy, aren't you Mr. 250? I am. I'm a bit of a regular in Telma's bar, so I've heard of you, I know. We talked before. And your exploits in battle. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Shad. I'm looking into the Hyrulean legend of the sky beings known as the Oka. To think that you would appear here with such perfect timing. You are a rather extraordinary fellow, aren't you? I found it at long last. Observe this statue. It's the same as the one in the manuscripts my dear father left me. There are many similar statues around Hyrule, but this one seems to be different. Here, look at the belly. There's something written there, you see? This too was in my father's notes. It is called skywriting, I believe. How unoriginal. Awaken us with the word that breaks the seal. Yes, indeed, that is what it says. Wait a moment. Isn't that Ilia a friend of yours? It's simply tragic how she lost her memory. And that Rod of the Heavens she mentioned, I'm sure it has something to do with the word that breaks the seal. Isn't there any way to restore her memory? I'm certain it would help us figure this all out. Well, I'd love to. So we're gonna go do that next, and yeah, we have to get down into the basement. That's like the big way forward. But I forgot they have us do some, like, restore the magic quest. Oh yeah, I mentioned it before, that I was interested in doing an LP of Skyward Sword at some point. I'm going to. Believe me, I actually really want to. That being said, why is Skyward Sword still, like, so expensive? Like, comparatively, I mean. I don't get it. Like, I looked it up again. Skyward Sword hasn't dropped in price for, like, a really long time anywhere. It's still that like 40 or 45 or something dollars. Why is it so expensive? Even the used copies are like that. I don't know. See, that's what originally kind of dissuaded me from getting it, was because it was so expensive. But I don't mind getting it now. Like, I have a more stable job now. I'm just kind of wondering, like, why is it so expensive? You'd think for a last generation console game that it would have gone down to like $30, maybe even $25 by now. I don't know. I just find it utterly strange. Okay, yeah, that's the way we want to go. I cannot abide in Telma's company. Alright. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. 250, it is. You are correct. You made it. How you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you.
Hey.
Everyone, look. Mr. 250's come to see us. I have. You are correct. These are those friends I mentioned. The ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles. I know. I know. I know. Yes, I know. Mercy, how could I forget? You're going to Kakariko Village. Be sure to give my regards to that adorable shaman. Come all the way. Oh, I've got to show her the letter. Guess I shouldn't have gotten too mad at her. Here, look at this letter. I'm sure it'll change your mind. Well, if it isn't from Renato the shaman. All this writing and he doesn't bother to mention a thing about little old me. Honey, that is what I call rude. Well, there's no accounting for the foolishness of a man. And at least I understand Ilya's situation now. Of course I can lend a hand for that adorable little girl. What else do I know? The first one to bring Ilya to the shop was that doctor. Maybe he knows something, but he's a crusty old bat, that's for sure. I've got it. Honey, you go ahead and take this to him. This magic little paper will get that cod you're talking. I thought it was going to be money. You know, this magic paper called money. You got the invoice. Oh, the doctor's running tab, which is an astronomical sum. Well, that makes sense, actually. It sure would be nice if he started remembering things soon, eh, Mr. 250? I think so. I remembered this little section of the game with the doctor, but I thought it happened earlier in the game. I was actually almost positive it happened earlier. That's why I thought they must have cut it out of the HD version. You know, cutting out little side quests and unimportant stuff like this. I thought this was among them all. Look at all those soldiers walking. So I believe this is... Yeah, I see a chest up there too. I believe this is the doctor's office. Like, I distinctly remember having to root around in here as a wolf. I think. Or there's a scent or something. So maybe that's what happens now. What's that? Just as I wondered who it might be, I see it's the admirable young lad who is willing to help the Zora boy for nary a single rupee. Just what is it you want, lad? A physical? You've got some money, don't you? By the way, that girl Ilya didn't mention anything about me, did she? Nope. I've got a piece of paper for you. Ah! Look, I can't pay this off right now. You're a doctor. Don't you got some cash somewhere? I can't see Telma's hired you as some sort of heavy to strong-arm me, but you'll have to wait. Look, lad, if I'd been able to sell the wooden statue that young lady had, I would have been able to get the money. But see, I accidentally spilled medicine all over that little carving, which made it stink awfully. I put it outside to dry, but then... well, it was stolen. Who goes around stealing people's stuff like that? What a world. You always have to be on guard, eh? Oh, look, Mr. Heavy. At any rate, neither the money nor the carving is here, so I can't repay you. Now to work to work. I think this is the part, yeah. So he decides to go off to work. This doctor doesn't make a lot of money, does he? Ah, yes, that's the medicine scent right there. And we'll forget about the reek fish, you know, because we'll never need that again. Learn the medicine scent. The medicine scent goes up here. He's ready to scare the townsfolk. I know I am. Yeah, we're just gonna... as you can tell by the screams, we're just gonna be charging around Hyrule in broad daylight. That's right, run in fear, peasants. You know anything, cat? Dog? Say, what do you like? I like picking up stuff. But I hate stone pavement because it makes my paws hurt. No one understands that. Thanks for your enlightening conversation. Off we go. You'd think they would have something else going. Oh, hey. Goes down here. Straight to you, the culprit. You're looking for the wooden statue that Ilya had, aren't you, dear? Think it's a coincidence that I happen to know it got stolen from the doctor's place? No. Yes, I'll admit it, I took it. Then I was attacked by some sort of skeletal dog beast who took it from me. I don't know why those beasts were after her statue. I thought it likely that she was in a dangerous spot, though. Those fiends lurk just outside the southern gate. Unfortunately, they only come out at night. And another thing, they always move around as a pack. You won't get that statue back unless you give them all a thrashing. That statue sounds like a key to getting Ilya's memory back. You must get it back. Yeah, so that's part of our quest now. You think they would have some sort of better defense mechanism? Like they just leave the gates open, the soldiers are scared to death of wolves. I don't know. They just kind of let wolves walk in. Anyway, so we are just going to have to wait out here until it turns nighttime, so I'm probably just going to go screw around for a bit until it does. Here they are. So these guys are cool. And I think I actually need to get them all in like a big attack to actually get it. I think. Yep, there you go. Only a little bit weird. Like I get maybe they attacked it, but why do they still have it? Oh well. Anyway. So I think we can now go back to Ilya, actually. Alright. Here we go. I got you a statue, girl. Hope you like it. What is this? I remember something. I was confined somewhere, yes, and I was saved by whoever was confined with me. And when that person set me free, they gave me the statue. Yes, I remember that much. But that means that person is still in trouble. Oh, what is wrong with me? I can't remember where that place was. Ooh. I remember. I thought I had seen that before somewhere. That belonged to the tribe that protected the Hylian royal family long ago. They worked in secret, so they lived in a lonely, forgotten place. But I heard that tribe dwindled in the prolonged wars. If you want to find that hidden village, look for a path leading to the Lanariu province on the far side of the Bridge of Eldon. But a rock slide blocked the way to the village long ago, so you can't get there anymore. Oh, I do not mean to worry you, little human. Problems like these are not problems to Gorons. Now, so he's just gonna waddle his way over there. Our Patriarch Darvis will be waiting for you up ahead. Look at your map to see where. I would try to find the path beyond the Bridge of Eldon that leads to Lanariu province. Lanariu? Something like that. Okay. I wasn't sure if you got our memories back yet, but I guess not. I guess we have one more little thing to do. I didn't know this was coming up. I just didn't know when this was. I guess it's just for a memory quest. I didn't know this was... I thought there was something else bigger about this thing we're about to do. Anyway, in preparation, I'm gonna go grab a potion really quick, because I remember the section being a little bit difficult, and being hero mode, it's only gonna get harder, so I'm actually just gonna buy a potion. You know, I'm looking at this, and I feel like I might actually be able to go up here right now. Up to that spot up there, maybe. We'll see. Let me just take a look at it real quick. There's also a bug up there, so at the very least, I'll get a bug out of this. Can't remember if this is a big dungeon-y thing or not. I think there's another thing as well that I do actually need a better item for. Got the Phasmid. There's another thing down there that I can't get to yet. But, you know, that's a later problem. At least I think it is. I mean, since we're already over here on the... what I feel to be probably most unimportant part of the map. Because next to the Bridge of Elden, other than the place I'm about to go, I don't think there's anything that ever actually is important to get to here. Oh, man. Now I remember why I like this section, because they actually brought back the whole magnet shoes that I'm a pretty big fan of. There we go. Alright, who's ready for a really, really scary fall? Let's go! That always makes me just a little bit nervous to do. You know, if you mess that one up, you're dead. So maybe you didn't need the better stuff like I thought you did. Then I could have come here quite a while ago. Which means that everything that I'm going to be dealing with is probably going to be really low leveled. Oh, down here. Okay. Wow. There's a platform over here, which doesn't really help at all. In fact, I'm not even sure why this is here. Alright. I think there's one down here as well. If I remember correctly, there's not a lot of, like, these big dungeons like these. Like, this is kind of an anomaly of sorts. One of these, like, you know, optional little side dungeons. It's actually kind of big and a little bit interesting. The other one, I guess, was at Lake Hylia, and there was that maze cave thing, which is kind of cool, but... well, it's kind of sad when your pathways are more interesting than your rooms, let's just say that. Oh! Why would you give me a piece of stamp heart and not an actual piece of heart? Or piece of heart stamp? Okay, that's... that I can work with that. Man, could you imagine that? You get a stamp of a piece of heart and no actual piece of heart. That's gotta be the worst. Okay, so they do have little pathways, so we should be able to get up here. I'd certainly hope so, because I can't go back up. Very convenient, actually. Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, we can look at the low resolution backgrounds over there. And the really crappy trees in the distance that I don't think you're really supposed to look at. Also some stuff really far away over there. I'm kind of curious, actually. Let's, What am I looking at? Oh, just a Bulbin sitting... sitting over here. I could probably hit him from here. There you go. And now they ride off into the sunset. I saw one other. Yeah, right there. That's what you kind of have to do. You kind of have to aim almost at the bottom of the crosshair in order to get that to work. From what I was reading on the Zelda Wikipedia, they were saying that in the coming section that this Hawkeye thing is kind of useful. I don't ever actually remember using it, so I guess we will be about to find out. Can you imagine, though, just being a Bulbin sitting on one of those Bulbos or whatever they are? Just chilling out, waiting for the hero of time to come through so you can kind of, like, yell at him while he runs away and doesn't care. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just bam, you got squash. This guy doesn't care. I bet he hated that guy. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, I never really see it having any particular interesting uses when you can just go up and kill enemies that way, but, you know, whatever. Oh, we've also got a spinner truck here. We should play around with that for a second. Another dig spot. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, get me off the wild ride, please. I don't want to go in the wild ride. Ah, skeletons. My favorite. These are the bomb guys, I think. Wow, that was easy. When you realize that you can use bomb arrows on them, dealing with them turns from, oh, I gotta get the timing on the bomb right, you know, hold it for a bit and then throw it at them, to just stay far enough away from them and they're dead. Although they are gonna be nice enough probably to give me like a small stockpile of bombs to deal with them, yeah. There you go. Anyway, let's get back to our mission at hand. There are a couple other, like, spinner tracks throughout the world that I have yet to actually encounter. We might not necessarily be hitting them all, but I'll hit them when I see them if I remember about them. There's a whole little section of a Hyrule field that we've been able to go to for quite a while, but I never did. Because I never really found it to be that important. Anyway, right in front of us, this is where it was actually blocked off. But now it's been tunneled straight through by Mr. Goron, who I think we're gonna see. Maybe?